channel that's having a musical identity crisis. Yeah, I said it. Alright, so a couple of years back, I did an A-B comparison to Demi Lovato's revamp music. So basically what she did was she recreated some of her popular songs and made them to a rock song. Which I'm like, okay, cool. Also, that video got my second highest views. You can tell how sad this channel is. But we're still starting off. This is only like video, whatever. I don't care. So I was like, you know what? I can actually do that with more artists. And I was planning to do it with the Backstreet Boys and Alesia Cara for ruining my favorite song. But something happened. His brother passed away. And being the decent person that I am that wanted to kick a person while they're down, I was like, you know what? Let's just delay it. It was okay. It's okay to do that. Because I can. And I'm not making any money on YouTube right now.
Support me down below.
And then I saw that they released Millennium 2.0. Which I thought, oh, dope. I thought they were going to redo the vocals or like reimagining some of the songs from that album because that is one of their highest rating albums. But unfortunately it wasn't. However, it was a good for, hey, this is some of his original recordings that we had playing while we did it and other tracks we scored. So unfortunately we didn't get that. And then I remembered a few months back I did listen to Alesia Cara's Love or Lack Thereof, or what I like to call it, LOLT, reimagining of a jazz version of her music. I'm like, you know what, let's do an A-B comparison. So in today's video, we're going to do an A-B comparison. There's no intro, because I have a problem, that I did not know any songs from the album, except for Isn't It Obvious? Me go think like, why am I wanting to do Alesia Cara if I don't know any of these songs?
You saw me when no one else did.
Okay.
Maybe that's why I'm addicted.
Yeah, this.
The connection to music.
I didn't say it. Okay. So, what was the solution? I gave myself a good like 2 or 3 weeks to actually listen to the songs that were remade into a jazz version. And did an A-B comparison from there, and really listened to what I was hearing in it, so it doesn't sound like, okay, he just listened to it one time, shoot it in blue. I didn't do that. I took my time, saw which one that I really liked. Without further ado,
Wait, these are my opinions, so don't come at me and you want to come at me. Also, I'm not doing I'm ready or I'm in trouble because A, I couldn't find the Apple Music version of Ready, and B, I'm sure it was just too much.
I'm not going crazy, right? Good. Alright, now that disclaimer is out of the way, let's start off with the first song. From her In the Meantime, Find My Boy. Now, this one was an easy debate because I truly did enjoy the original compared to the LOLT version. Which wasn't a bad recording because I'm thinking that, I think it was like she only had an amount of time to record everything. And being in that time crunch, you won't be able to have a full big band to be performing in the studio space. So I'm playing those factors in. You can come at me if you like.
Comment down below.
Which recording did I prefer? I prefer the original because I just like the vocal arrangement of the song. It kind of gave it that more playful. It got me doing the two-step while I'm listening to the music. I wasn't doing the two-step while I'm driving. That's dangerous. And if you are two-stepping while you're driving, please stop. I'm looking at you.
You should really be paying attention to the road.
Okay. Yeah, I did like how it was more vocal arrangement into the original. It just had an upbeaty, just dance vibe to it. It was somewhat of a good message. Okay, I'm tired of being single. Let me go find my boy. You know what I mean? Let me go find my man. Which, did she find her boy? I don't know. Only Alesia Cara can tell me that.
Yeah, it's a very slim chance.
Someone who are a bigger fan than I am. OG, next one, Not Today. So this was from Growing Pains.
1 minute while I grab my notes.
As much as I love the recording recording of the original, I did have to go with the remake of LOLT because it was snapping. It had more emphasis on the snapping. It had more authentic snaps. It's like how I'm doing right now. So it kind of reminded me back in my snapping game days when I was part of a game that only initially was snapping.
Don't look too deep in that.
We didn't do anything criminal or anything like that. We just walk, start snapping. What are we going to see? We don't know. What song we're going to be? We don't know. There's a Motley Crue group, so the music genre was everywhere. It serves its justice, and it's also too with maturity because that Growing Pains was her second release album, so it kind of had more time to mature.
Wasabi, you know what else did? Maybe that's why
I think I have a thing for singers,
the connection to music.
like really good ones.
Making
But
fan
we know,
first choice to make.
I'm not really sure. Like I said, Ready, it's not being played because I am lazy.
Yeah, this video is review. And got a couple of likes.
This one was really special. And the Love and Hyperbole English. Crazy. So this is from her latest album. So she mixed the two of Garden Interlude and Nighttime Thing. And to Garden at Nighttime. Both version. This one was actually really interesting because I truly enjoy both of the songs together. Combined was a phenomenal piece. Like, that was a beautiful arrangement. Even though it was like only a year difference, it still has some really good vocals, singing, and stuff like that. I truly love more of the piano and just having that upright bass laying around with. And the only reason why I'm going for the LOLT version, because I really enjoy Nighttime Thing. But with it combined with Garden Interlude, really made it a whole different vibe, different connection to the song. The Nighttime Thing song carried the two. I'm going with Garden at Nighttime. It's just a nice fancy vibe. Next song, Shave Shifter. So this one was from In the Meantime. The LOLT version won by a landslide because of Nelly Furtado. Nelly Furtado did her thing on this song. Shave Shifter is not a bad song. I'm not gonna lie. It does have a little bit of westernness vibe to the song. I could just visually see in the desert, all cowboy up, trying to fight the shape-shifting guy, the western, plus having it more of a jazz twist to it. It just put icing on the cake. It's like they connected really well with the song. So shout out to the LOLT version of Shapeshifter. Now here comes the conflicting parts. Out of Love. So this was from Growing Pains. This one was really hard to actually pick from the two because if you know me, I love a good sad song, and this one didn't. This one had to make me do multiple takes just because of I really love the vocal on the LOLT version, which is able to mature a little bit better from the second album. However, the piano arrangement did it justice. If I could just combine the two of just the original chorus and all the progression of the instrumental with the vocals, I'll be in tears, but not right now because I gotta do this video. It was just a really good sad song. Nothing against the original, but LOLT does win, even though I do feel like that the guitar should have got a little bit deeper into the mix. And I might do a record of this song. I don't know. It's just so good. Now here comes the two rushing parts. Stay original, and that was from Zed. Now, why am I choosing the original over the LOLT version? I got Easy Aid. I ain't gonna lie, I got Easy Aid. And if you don't know, you go look it up. YouTube can show you. I mean, the more that I listened to the song, the more that I liked it. At that time, era frame of music, I detested it because of just so much overproduction, overdubbing, and just everything was just too chaotic. But it didn't take me until like the other songs and actually really connect with the song. I'm declaring it was Easy A, alright? Also because of Snap. Just remind back my game day. Now Fire. Fire I went with the LOLT version because the original song was just too generic of a worship song. For me, since being in a music in the CCM world, it sounded way too generic of like a worship song. Not my favorite one, okay? All of your songs cannot be bangers. There are gonna be some songs that I'm like, no, okay? And if all of Alesia Cara's fan groups you wanted to come at me for fire, debate it down in the comments down below and see if you can prove me wrong. With the LOLT version, it's separated away from the worship song. So it kind of made it to a whole different one, which I think that the LOLT version should have been the original, in my personal opinion. However, of course the LOLT version won, because it was just so generic of a worship song. Obvious, my favorite song. It's a very smooth song, y'all. If you know, it is from the Love and Hyperbole album. Hopefully I'm saying that wrong. I'm probably saying hyperbole. I don't know, okay? English I'm tired of. And I do feel like that the LOLT version didn't give it that much of a justice. However, I did like it that it did give a Dixieland style to the music. That just kind of gave it that. For me, every time I listen to like Disneyland music, I'm thinking like a tugboat or a steamboat, just like getting revving up, or like an old car, just horrible suspensions and just shaking it all around. Obvious one. It was just way too smooth. And the last song, it was I'm Yours. This was from my first album. Of course, I'm choosing the LOLT version because even though I'm Yours is not a bad song, it was a little bit too generic of a pop song, especially for that time frame era. It was just not there. Feel the maturity in the song, and that makes you connect to it more. But that's all I have to say. Alright, let's see who won. By a 1-point victory, the LOLT version won. Oh, they gave me a gift on Pokemon Go. I guess I had to tag that in. It's staying in. But those are my 2 cents. Go ahead and listen to the original and the LOLT version, because I think it's a really good coffee shop or relaxing, just writing down, driving vibe or something like that. I think for me, it's a good summertime relax moment, springtime relax, just all around, just like, okay, I gotta relax. Well, let me know in the comments down below what you think. Do you think that I should have chose all the originals or just all of the version? That's all I have to say. Y'all are phenomenal. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel, because that gives me an indication that, hey, somebody listening, somebody watching. I'll see y'all next time, because I gotta go edit this video on this Sunday. And that was a lie, because I forgot my SSD card when I was going to edit. Anyway, I'd like to thank y'all for watching. I have links down to all of my social medias and ways to support me too. I'll see you next time. Finish your edit. Yeah, almost there.